Day with Caleb, we are back. Josh ran a little ahead of me. He has to purchase his tickets here every day as he's doing single day. I have the weekend pass, so this will be a combination of days 2 and 3. I thought Kevin Smith did a Q&A. They do, but it is a special ticketed event, which I do not have tickets for. So we're going to combine Kevin Smith and Brendan Fraser Saturday, Sunday. Let's go in and see what day 2s and 3s have to offer.
He stole the Darksaber. He's not having any of your shit, man.
Right?
Why is nobody taking it? Do the penis thing again. Such a child. We'll never grow up.
Every show, he finds a weapon of some sort
to make a penis.
He's hold Thor's hammer. He's hold, I think, Excalibur, an alligator, real live alligator. So we've been doing these shows. So at the end, I'm going to do this kind of vlog of all the weapons that Jeff has handled and alligator. You will be a part of that.
There's only one return. Like it's not a big thing. It's up to Jeff. Yeah! Woo! What's everybody doing? Good. How are you? So good. Come on up. Before we begin. Yes.
Stay tuned till tomorrow. We'll see Brendan Fraser all day. Panel, photo op, and autograph. And that will complete day 3, even though it's with this video. So flash forward till tomorrow. Day 3 coming at you. We're doing the Brendan Fraser panel first.
Don't forget that fix first.
Everybody slow it. Everybody ready? We're on the last day of Megacon 2022. You having a good time? Sorry, Florida, I can't hear you. Are you having a good time? So, without further ado, let's blow the roof off this place and welcome to the stage the one, the only Mr. Brendan Fraser. The challenging last 2 years that we've all had, but here we are turning over a new leaf, and we can do this stuff again. It really Please, there's 6-part questions because there are 5 people in line behind you who know where you are and what you look like. And so to start things off, there are so many of these characters that you have been a part of creating that all of us out here love and adore. Men who are caring, who are empathetic, who do the right thing, who maybe make mistakes but learn from them. Is it surreal? Is it neat? Is it kind of spooky having faces from your past cosplaying and coming up and seeing you at these conventions?
I love it. I think it's fantastic. I mean, I met so many Megaconals and Eevees. I just want them all to get together and play cards or eat pizza together. I think it's great, good fun, and I'm impressed that some of you take really early morning makeup calls. Not easy. I've been there.
So speaking of all of these characters that we all love, a lot of people like to think of characters like George of the Jungle, like Megacon, as characters that they like to hang out with themselves. You know, they have that kind of personality, that kind of magnetism. Who are some of these characters that you like to hang out with? Are there some of them that you would maybe rather not encounter their real life counterpart?
I did a character called Gunther in a show called The Affair.
To be clear, was he terrible or was the show terrible?
Oh, he was a bad man.
He was a bad man.
He was a bad man. But I liked him, but for those of you who haven't seen it, and that's okay, I get it. There's a lot of them. Gunther's a prison guard, he torments his prisoner. And in the end of his journey, you wonder if he ever really existed anyway. So he's more like a doppelganger, sort of an evil twin of the character you meet. Anyway, he's just a pleasure. I don't want to meet that guy. But the other ones, I've done well by them all. It's been a wild journey, and the first 15 years or so were at a dizzying pace for me. Took a couple years off, and now I feel like I'm ready to start doing more work and start doing it better. So a
lot of us out here, when we list hero characters that we love, there are a bunch of characters that have been played by you. Who were heroic characters that you were a fan of, whether as a kid or that you've become a fan of, that are just, you know, maybe it's a given show that is your go-to when the next season of it starts? It's appointment viewing for you, or comic book characters.
I'm Generation X, so we grew up watching every television show that we could. We ate cereal every morning with the cartoons on Saturdays. We came home and the street lights were on, and it was time for dinner. We did stuff like played Mumblebee Peg. You know, that's a terrible game. That's why I wear boots to this day. Look it up. I mean, it's not nice. We're talking about movies and stuff. Yeah, sorry. Just because I thought we were in therapy again.
Definitely went to another.
Let's see, the fans that the heroes that I had, I loved Harrison Ford. I was raised on Star Wars. I saw it first came out in 1977 at the Odeon in Leicester Square in London. I was a little kid. I was a movie fan. I mean, I watched everything from the Brady Bunch to MASH. And I read a lot of books. I read a lot of Roald Dahl. And I think that explains a lot. Enough said.
Now, doing these conventions, you know, there are these crossovers of all kinds of different fandoms, different people like yourself from different productions. Who have you met doing these conventions that has been, you know, maybe interesting, surreal, cool, you know, fun?
I was so happy to see LeVar Burton. He was an integral part of mine. I'm certain your child is also. And now that I have kids who are teenagers now, I mean, I introduced him to them, and it was meaningful in a generational kind of way. It made me really tear up. He's a sweet, sweet guy. who else have I run into? I saw John Cleese in Calgary. He and I actually have worked together. He was the voice of the ape named Ape in George Really Go. And he's a sweetheart of a guy. You never know who you're going to run into. I saw Dave Foley, who I worked with 2 or 3 times. I think he's here this time, folks, but he'll hang out. Maybe come back next year. It's a nice community, and moreover, it's really good to see you folks. Really.
There are all of these amazing worlds within worlds at these conventions, like we were talking about, and I was wandering around the floor and I found some interesting things. There's a booth that has some very particular candles. I think I would argue what they said for religious significance. Yeah, so there's that. But that's not where they end. We also have some robot men. Remote control. Yeah. There we go. So what is it like?
My mom would be so proud.
Candles. Interesting enough, sure.
Dude.
This was look cool. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it's for. But I feel like it really just all right from the movie. From the slash just I'll also accept rare cooked steak.
And the world's a big place. You got to live in it.
Well, then I have to ask you, what's it like to have a crowd of 2,000 bodyguards?
Hi, you like me, remember?
So let's turn it over to audience questions. Let's start over here at this microphone.
Hi. So we're down the road from Universal, and you are a pretty big part of a ride.
You could be talking about Revenge of the Mummy, which you tell the grand opening.
Absolutely. So first off, have you gotten plenty of coffee this weekend? So my question, at the very end of the ride, where is that your question? At the very end of the ride, when you say this interview would have been a lot better if I got my cup of coffee, you start screaming afterwards. Was the part where you yell, "That feels good," originally intended, or was that?
Did you get some alone time?
No, my friend actually is the one that pointed it out to me.
That's true.
Were you on the same ride?
At the very end, like just before you pull into
Oh,
where
you're
you
being
go.
serious.
I'm assuming you don't remember yelling that?
It was like 20 years ago.
Hello. Hi. I just want to say I love you, and I think everyone here loves you. And, is there an actor or an actress that you haven't worked with in the past that you would like to work soon with?
I'm just happy to have a job. Look, I'm really happy to have had worked at the McKellen. Came to Harrison Ford. I pinch myself sometimes. The number of people that have come across my purview. And these days, I guess I'm old now. I'm looking forward to the new talent that's coming up. Because there's a lot of really talented actors and actresses coming on the scene now. And I often see that, I often hear from them that they look up to me. And it stuns me a little bit. And then I remember that I felt that way when I worked with Ian or I worked with Michael. And there's a sense of kind of passing on a torch of sorts that I'm coming to realize more and more the importance of it. So I'm really just looking to the future for all these really talented people that are coming up. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best. Thank you.
You're in Batgirl, obviously one of the stars of In the Heights. Yes. Tell us about working on Batgirl.
Leslie Grace is a dynamo. I'm telling you, she's going to kill it in Batgirl. She is. I was there. I saw her. She's fierce. She's compact. Her character has this She goes through a crisis of conscience as Batgirl to, of course, become who she is. And it's great. Very fun to see it happen. It's exciting. A lot of stuff gets blown up. Gotham City is never looked better as Glasgow, where we shot. Look for it next year.
You could just keep going. I'm just going to post anything about it online.
Let's keep it in this room.
Okay. Yes. So page 1.
Line movie.
Mummy,
The Mummy Q line movie, where you didn't get your coffee and you didn't wear the Magi symbol.
Only my finest work to date. For people in Florida.
Hi. First of all, I just want to say thank you for sharing your stories. I know many people, including myself, are survivors, and seeing you talk about it has been one of the most inspirational things that I've seen in my life. So I want to say thank you for that. During your kind of renaissance, is there a particular moment where you really made the right decision to come back?
Yeah. When I finally,
I didn't mean to make you cry, I'm sorry.
it was after she was in the microphone.
Fraser was so good he forgot he had a microphone.
You ready? It was when I got that horse. It was when I got that horse. I'm sad to say it's gone on to greener pastures. Aww. But I learned a great deal.
Yeah.
And man, he pissed me off. Sometimes my carpentry bill would be higher than my feed bill. He'd break everything in that barn. He walks a straight line. Move over here. What does that remind you of? He was a gentle giant, and I realized I needed to have a sense of strength and to listen and not speak back all the time. You talk to the animals, keep your secrets. And it was an incredibly healing experience. And it was time to get back in the saddle.
Nobody heard me for making Brendan Fraser.
What was it like working with the comedy legends, you know, Steve Martin, Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Joe Dante, like?
Daffy Duck is an asshole. Oh, talking about Daffy. Yeah, he's on his script. Always wanted to just take his way. Bugs, on the other hand, he is the Iceman. He's so brutal. And Steve took me out for lunch once, and we had to split the check.
What a disgraceful thing to think.
It's good. It was really good. Right over here.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. My question is actually from my little brother back in North Carolina. He couldn't make it today. But his question was, what was it like filming Georgia Jungle?
How was it like? It was very good fun. I ran around with one cloth and smashed it. Oh wait, that was just Thursday in my backyard. It was great. The guys in the gorilla suits were simian ape performers. A lot of them went on to do like Planet of the Apes movies. The creatures were created with Jim Henson's Creature Shop and animatronics. And I'm not sure if that's used as often as it was then. Now, so that it had a real sort of like, analog feel to it. I liked it a lot. The animals were animals. I did bond with Ty, the elephant chef. And I learned that elephants don't forget. Ty was the elephant later, also in a brief shot in Looney Tunes back in action too. So he brought him back, and I'd like to think he remembered me. It was really, really cool. Good to see you. And then that little monkey, Mr. Banks, I think he hangs out and probably plays cards with Daffy. he was a boy, I'll tell you, we're all friends here. He was a boy monkey. I won't paint myself in a corner with this. This is a Disney movie, so we had to wear a little fur bikini. Every now and then, Mr. Binks, when we didn't get his take, he would rip his little fur bikini off. Yeah. He'd do it up in the rafters. I can still hear the trainer going, "Get down here, It was funny then, too. I have a funny job. On Sunday mornings, I get to go to a room full of people and hear stories like that. I'll get you.
Hi, Brendan. My name is Kenny. The Mummy has inspired an entire generation to become interested in ancient Egyptian culture. I'm wondering if there's any old cultures or civilizations that if you got the opportunity to go explore a tomb or ruins, which one would it be?
I have yet to actually go to Egypt. Pretty charming, I think. Well, they took a anti-terrorism insurance on us when we shot The Mummy, because when we were in the desert and driving home, one of the drivers would go, "You see that mountain over there? Yeah, you go past that mountain, you will not come back." And I believed him. I look forward to going to Cairo one day. We're happy to.
Okay.
I hear it's still there.
Thank you.
Over here.
What has been your favorite part about Orlando?
That was a good day at Orlando. I'll give it that. I remember it well. I remember Chad Stuntman doubling me coming down a zip line on fire, and he couldn't unhook himself. And everybody was like, "That's awesome! Look at him. He's on fire! That is so awesome!" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm on fire!" I was the only guy who noticed. I met him, he was fine, he was like, "That's okay, man, I'm just doing my job." I love stunt. Yeah, that was a good day. I hear it's getting repaired or something right now.
Yeah, it's under construction.
Oh, they put a coffee dispenser in line?
Thank you.
Right over here.
So I'm just going to say, you work with Darren Aronofsky. I'm just going to go out on a limb and predict you're going to be sweeping all the Best Actor award categories for the next award season when that comes out.
He's talking about a film I did called The Whale. I believe it will come out in the fall, so stay tuned. I've seen it, and it's an Aronofsky film, so brace yourself. At story's end, you're going to want to gather yourself. I'll tell you that. And I'm sorry to tease you with that bit, but just stay tuned, and I hope you get a chance to see it. Yeah.
First off, I gotta say this weekend has been a trip because my name is Brendan also, and I'm like, what? It's not that common down here, so I'm like, I don't
We're a rarefied club.
So I also wanted to say, I mean, so what was it like working with Soderbergh? Because you're like this Doom Patrol, No Sudden Move. I really like your new work, and I can't wait to see where it's going. But like, just because his like specialty, like ocean movies, he's like so good at making these crime thrillers. Was there anything that was very distinct about that, like working with him that really stood out or that you liked?
We shot that during October of 2020. So this is before we had vaccines. Everyone was very on knife's edge about COVID. I think we're going to look back on this in years to come. It'll be a really interesting view of what films were made during this period and how they could get made. I think it takes a world-class filmmaker like Soderbergh under those circumstances to deliver a complex character piece like that. And interesting for all the challenges that presented to us, it somehow, and the same thing happened on Whale, it made everyone take care of one another even more, which I think will show in the quality of the work that comes out. Because we often tell actors to get out of your head, and I think that's when filmmakers in Hollywood, etc., I think they got out of their head and they got back to what they really cared about and really did. And that comes from working well with one another. It was Faustus in 7 different chapters for poor Elliot. Harold Ramis, the late great Harold Ramis, who directed that. That was a journey of redemption that character took. He started off as that guy, and he kind of learned how to be a person, to be himself. And if you look at the film, at the very end, there's some time-stop photography that happens really quickly, and just really quickly, you'll see a little orange-clad man, a Buddhist monk arrives. So it's a little Easter egg that he planted to beg the question, was this a journey towards spiritual redemption? Perhaps. Was it really about the devil and God? Perhaps. And really, who was who? Because you saw the devil and God playing chess at the end. Maybe the devil was the angel all along.
Thank you. I think that's a perfect place to end on. I got a little bit of housekeeping to do, so good news, bad news, good news situation. Good news is this has been incredible, right? Other than good news is that you're here the rest of the day, yes?
Yeah, I'll be here. My hand feels good.
Before we wrap up, the thing that I want to ask you, that we touched on a little bit earlier, is you've been doing these conventions for a little while now. You've been getting a lot of love, a lot of things that you couldn't possibly expect from the other side of the table. Stories, personal anecdotes, things that mean things to people about work that you did that you couldn't have possibly known when you were putting the work down. Can you pinpoint when this started to settle in for you, what coming out and doing these conventions is as an experience?
Yeah, it's when I see young parents bring their kids to the table and they say things like, thank you for my childhood, and they got a kid there, and we have a connection with each other, and it feels like all this, everything I did really, it was worth it. It was worth something. It's going to go on to another generation. And, I got kids, and the work becomes less about doing it and more about what you leave behind for them. And I feel like I'm just getting started. Oh yeah, the comedy with Peter Dinklage and Josh Brolin called Brothers. Look for it. Very funny. Glenn Close was in it. More about that soon. Thank you. Other than that, the only thing I'm thinking about right now is like lunch.
Yeah. I got a couple people to thank you. We're going to blow the roof off this place. Can we get a round of applause for our American
Look how epic this photo turned out. The lights are right. Let's try holding it. Somehow Josh finagled his way into the photo. I go to the point. I'm excited. He's excited. Josh is holding back a little bit of his enthusiasm. Tears were about to stream down. Oh, you just saw the Q&A panel. A couple of big emotional moments with Brendan. So now we are doing the autograph.
It's the last autograph session.
Oh, still coming down from that cloud. I'll insert a picture, kind of Mike Wazowski, Josh, and put the picture over him of Brendan at his table. I tried sneaking a video, but they are very on top of filming, and one guy got kicked out. One guy was escorted out by security, and I didn't want to be that guy meeting Brendan for the first time, so we kind of kept it chill. He saw my poster. I'll put a picture of that now. And Kevin Smith yesterday was very cool. Talked all things Stan Lee, and he wrote on mine that he loves me, and I appreciate that. He did with Josh. So all in all, days 2 and 3 were a success. Like, subscribe, share with a movie con lover. This guy's channel will be linked down below. Until then, guys, keep collecting and go to cons if you haven't. They're fun.